The YJACK P51 870 digital manifold, already packed with features, is now compatible with a new, free-to-download app to give you more system measurement capabilities and enables communication with the new YJACK series of products. The pressure temperature screen gives you real-time, low-side and high-side system pressure readings in the form of analog gauges. It also provides saturation temperatures, low-side and high-side temperatures, superheat and subcooling values. Pressing on the low-side temperature readings box will bring up the low-side temperature source screen. This is where you can select which temperature device you would like to read. The Bluetooth ID located on the YJACK temperature clamps and straps will be shown if they are turned on and within range. Simply press on the desired device you wish to read and then press the back button. Repeat the process for the high side temperature source. The low side temperature source will be blue and the high side temperature source will be red. By pressing in the center of the gauges, the P51 will switch to a graphical trend of the system pressures and temperatures. The saturation temperatures and superheat and subcool values are also shown. Pressing in the center of the low side and high side graphs again will bring up the psychrometric screen. This is where the YJACK DO psychrometers can be viewed. It displays graphical trends and values of relative humidity and dry bulb, as well as the values of the wet bulb and dew point. Pressing in the left gray box will switch to the psychrometer supply air source. This is where you can select which YJACK DO psychrometer to display readings from. The Bluetooth ID of the YJACK DO will be shown providing it is turned on and within range. Press on the Bluetooth ID of the device you want to assign as the supply air and press the back button. Follow the same procedure to select the return air YJACK DO. The units of measure and refrigerant can be changed by pressing the settings gear icon in the top right corner. You can select US and international units of measure. There are over 126 different refrigerants to choose from. The P51 firmware update has also changed the settings screen, where you can now delete the log files that you have logged in the internal memory to free up space if you know you are going to need it for a new data log. To navigate back to the P51 870 home screen, press on the pressure temp banner at the top of the reading screen. Now let's look at evacuation. The evacuation mode makes it easy to evacuate a system with confidence. Plug the included 67030 vacuum gauge into either of the A1 or A2 accessory ports on the back of the manifold for instant vacuum readings. The right side of the screen shows the vacuum reading on a digital gauge, while the left side graphs the vacuum reading to easily track the evacuation progress. The vacuum reading will be displayed as 100,000 microns, which is the upper limit of what the vacuum sensor can read. Once the system reaches a vacuum level below 100,000 microns, the vacuum gauge will provide accurate readings all the way down to 5 microns. Below the graph on the left side of the screen, you can set a target vacuum level and a target hold time. The target hold timer will start to deplete once the selected target vacuum level has been reached. This allows the user to ensure their system stays below the desired target vacuum level prior to a leak test. Based on the rate that the vacuum reading changes, the P51 870 Titan digital manifold calculates the reading percent change per minute and the estimated time remaining, or ETR, until the target vacuum level will be reached. So there is no need to guess when the evacuation will be complete. Once the initial hold time has elapsed and the vacuum level has remained under the target vacuum, you will be able to start a vacuum hold test. Press the hold test icon, and then you will be able to select the allowable change in the vacuum reading from 1,000 to 3,500 microns and how long you want the test to last. You're now ready to isolate the vacuum pump from the system and see if your vacuum holds. At the end of the vacuum hold test, a pass or fail icon will appear based on the hold test settings and the system readings. This gives a good indication if the system is sufficiently dehydrated and leak-free. Now let's look at pressure hold. All mini-split and VRF manufacturers highly recommend that pressure hold tests are performed to ensure proper installation. If a system passes a pressure hold test, then the contractor, homeowner, and/or building developer knows that the mini-split and VRF system is installed correctly. The pressure hold mode allows you to check for system leaks through pressure decay of a positively pressured system. Set the pressure reading allowable change and the hold test time duration, then click Continue to enter the pressure reading screen. This screen displays the current pressure reading, or PC, in both a digital gauge and graphical format. It also displays the initial pressure reading, PI, the pressure change, the selected pressure limit, and the pressure rate of change as a percentage per minute. To begin the pressure hold test, press Set PI. To start the pressure hold and watch the pressure reading to confirm that the system has been successfully sealed and is ready for charging. A pass or fail icon will appear based on the pressure hold settings and the system readings. If the touchscreen ever loses sensitivity to touch, it can easily be recalibrated. To calibrate the touch points on the screen while the P51 is on, press the power button rapidly 3 times. Turn the manifold back on and press the blue dots. For best results, use something with a fine tip like a stylus. Remember, you don't need to press these too hard, and be sure to press dead center on the dots. For more information on the YJACK P51 Titan digital manifold and the YJACK series of products, visit www.yellowjacket.com.